Okay, so in this example we have to determine graphically whether or not the function whose graphs are shown have inverse functions. Okay, and for that we use something called the horizontal line test. So what we're going to do is we're going to draw horizontal lines across our graph. Now they have to be horizontal, so start with this first one. Draw your lines horizontally. Ideally you're going to use a ruler or a straight edge to do this. But what you notice is all of these horizontal lines I'm drawing, they only cross the graph, each of them only crosses the graph at one point. There, 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 here, and here. So since each horizontal line only touches the graph once, this passes the horizontal line test. And what that tells you is that that function does have an inverse. Okay. Now, the reason we draw so many is that if we find even one horizontal line that hits the graph twice, then the function does not have an inverse. It fails the horizontal line test. So let's look at the second graph. Okay, so let's look at the second graph. It looks like a quadratic function. It's got a parabola. So if we draw a horizontal line through it, then right away we find that this horizontal line hits the graph twice, here and here. Okay, so this one fails the horizontal line test. When we talk about fail or passing in this context, passing means that each horizontal line only hits the graph once. Failing means that a horizontal line, and you only have to find one horizontal line, hits the graph twice. So the parabola, the function whose graph is that parabola, does not have an inverse. Okay, this function does not have an inverse. Okay, and that's the horizontal line test. Okay, you could draw horizontal lines that don't touch the graph at all. For example, this one. And you could draw a horizontal line that just touches the graph once. That one touches it here. But that doesn't matter because we've already found a horizontal line that touches the graph twice. And if you find one of these horizontal lines that touches the graph twice, just one is all you need to ensure that the function does not have an inverse. Okay?